Okay, I got a little screen recording here. I'll show you something I did. I had a trade. This is futures again. Look at the top. It's 1050. So I had a trade. I'm gonna see if I can turn it on here. Show you where my orders were. Okay. Well, it doesn't really show it, I guess. But over there, you see the 17th. I'm gonna put my cursor right around here. Okay, so I had a trade, two contracts. I took two more contracts and I thought it was breaking down about where my cursor is. Well, then it was nighttime. I couldn't watch it, so I put an automatic stop order in, which I don't use stops. I'm opposed to them really, but I thought, I just wasn't getting quite the feel on this thing, and I had to go to sleep, so I didn't want it to take off against me. So the price was down here about where my cursors are, crosshair is, and I put a stop up there at 27,366 or whatever it was. I thought, okay, that's stretching it pretty good. And you see how at nighttime they went right up to that blue dot and clipped me out, closed my force. So I took a $2,300 loss. It just went a little bit higher, a couple bars, and then the thing took off down. So I would have, of course, not given up my $2,300 and been in the money really good now, all right? And so that's just the way life goes. At first my mind said, oh, those stinkers. Well, I gave them a target to hit, and they sure enough hit it. When I woke up this morning, I seen, oh, it was back down here, about where my crosshairs are now. So I'm thinking, oh, see, I shouldn't have put in that stop, and I should have just let it do its thing. Well, that's the drag. That's what happens with trading. It doesn't work out wonderfully every time. If I wouldn't have done it, sure, I'd be good and I'd be in the money and going great. So on the one hand, you can say my wiggle room wasn't good enough. And that's possible, but it was like $2,300. Before, over here at this height over here, it was about $3,000. And I just didn't want to go back fighting that again. So I sucked it up. I took the hit at $2,300. But it was coming back down again, and that told me, hey, listen, they're going back down. So I went in again and took the shot again. You see the two red spots there. And there you go. It's falling off. So now I've got roughly $900. Look at the top over to the left, short 2. I've got $900 of my $2,300 back already. So let's go over to balances. I'll show you that. So there you go. I took the $2,300 loss last night, okay, but it didn't make me, okay, I can't trade. I got to go right into the next trade. When is the next signal? Trade again. There you go. And I've picked back half of that right now, okay? So I just wanted to show you that. Just because the trade doesn't work out, that's not the end of the world. Get back on there and go at the next trade. Do what you're supposed to do, okay? So that was awesome, and I did have 4 contracts where this time I only took 2. If I would have had 4, I would have all my money back right from that spot. If I would have kept it, I'd have been really happy. Okay, so I'm good. I got to go take a shower. I'm going to go ahead and close this trade out. When I make mistakes, I just say, okay, I'm going to take what they give me real quick, and there you go. Let's see what I got back out of here. Okay, so I'm going to go back here to my balances. I was 2,300 down. Okay, now I'm 14. So there you go. I just got back, $900 of that. So I still got $1,400 I need to work back to get myself whole. So I'll do that on a couple more trades. No big deal. Keep it going, and that's life. All right? Hope that helps you. Getting your mind clear. Don't let a losing trade throw you off like, oh, it's crazy, it doesn't work. No, I'm not perfect. I'm a human being. I make mistakes. And what the market did, this is the thing about futures that I'm still working on. You know, I like to be able to watch it and see what I see. At nighttime, I run that risk. They could have, now, take that trade, I closed out with that stop order up there. Well, guess what? What if it would have just continued breaking through and kept on going, and it went up another 500 points or 1,000 points? Then I'd be saying, oh, I wish I would have gotten out at that stop. See, so it's just the way it works out. Keep going. All right, I turn this back on. Look at the time. It's 12:23. I'm going to go to a 10 minutes. It's easier for me to move it. Okay, so I want to show you one more thing. You see where I got out down there at the blue at the 234 mark? This whole thing that I've been saying is based on knowing how to trade correctly. So you have to remember, I didn't quite say that in the other little video portion of it, but if you know how to engage correctly and the market changes or you get off balance or something, by knowing how to go back in. So where I took that down there, if I wouldn't have taken that trade off at the appropriate time, then you see how it just ran right back up. I wouldn't have had that $900 gain. So that's all. This whole thing about trading and is premised on the fact you know exactly how to engage correctly, where to engage, where to disengage. So I just need to make sure you understand that. And that's what, of course, me or somebody else should be able to teach you how to do that, okay? And so anyway, just wanted to make sure you were clear. Don't just, take it and go and hit it and like I'm just slinging shots here, see what happens. No, I had a very defined purpose of when to engage. You see these shorts that I took right there, those two red dots? Remember, they weren't there. When I engaged the trade to go short, then those two red dots showed up. But they're near perfect, aren't they? Okay, that's kind of interesting. And then when I closed that out down there at the, because I'm playing this, the move down, when I got out at the blue dot at the bottom, look, that's about near perfect. That is perfect, actually. So in the trading world. So that was just a great little scenario. That's the key thing. You have to know when to engage correctly, when to disengage. And so go over, look at my website, tradingtemplate.com. See if you think I can help you. All right, I get to work with newbie people who are just starting out. They're always quite easy to teach because they're open-minded, and I get to deal with the people who are already been trying to trade for a while or doing stuff, and they just aren't getting any consistency. I tell those people politely, I think I can help you because I've done it with enough people, but you have to be willing to suspend what you think you know. If you can suspend what you think you know, come over and just take a deep breath. Let me see how this guy Mike puts this thing together. Then kind of get yourself kind of like a newbie. Then I can show you these correct parameters, when to engage, when to disengage. Once you master that, man, the whole trading thing's done. So look at that. I had two shorts that I went down on, perfect entry, closed it down at the blue dot, perfect entry. Okay? Hey there, okay. It's the 18th. It's July 18th. Remember I showed you yesterday, should have seen the 17th, July 17th. I had that little trade, cost me $2,300, and then I turned around and played it down and got out right about where my crosshairs are. So I made $900 of that back. Knowing how to get yourself out of trouble and recover from a bad trade is just key. And then I didn't trade anymore the rest of the day. You see it went down further. It would have been an awesome day to trade, but I was doing other stuff. So here's today, the 18th, and you see all my little marks on there. So I'm going to try to zoom in so you can see it, but my template gives me high probability what to do. I'm going to change the time frame over to a 10-minute, see if that helps a little bit. I'm zooming in, of course. Okay, so my template indicated, you see the two blue dots down there? One of them's at 144 and one's at 129. My template indicated to buy there. So I bought two of them there. Okay, let me make sure I'm telling you this correctly. Actually, I'm going to change it to a 5-minute. I can see it better. Let's see. Okay, let's look there. There we go. I'm sorry, jumping around. Okay, I actually bought one at the 144, the blue dot, the first blue dot. Straight up above that at 169 is where I got out. Okay, I made like 200 and something dollars. I don't remember. And then I went in there down at 129. The blue dot, the lower one, bought again. It's because the price kind of jumped a little bit. That's why you're not seeing a little tail there. But I bought right there, okay? And then it went up a couple bars right where my crosshairs are. I got out at 160. So that made me have off those two trades 270 roughly I made, okay? Then my template indicated to go short. So I went short up there at the red dot, 178. I'm saying the last three digits. And then the next one, 189. Okay, so I went short there. And then you see what happened? It started rolling over. There we go, there we go. I'm going to zoom in. And there we go, it's going down. Sorry, I'm still zooming here. And that's where it's at currently. So look up at the top left there, short 2. So now I've got another 765 I'm making on that. All right, so let's go back to my balances. 805 right now, you see that at the top. Go to my balances. Okay, so the 271, that's the two little trades I made first. And then a little bit later, indicated to go play it, and that's the unrealized. 865 if I close that right now. Okay, so my point is that once you know how to trade correctly and you have the trades that you mess up on, it just happens where there's just so many trades coming right after that, you know how to step right back in and keep trading. So just showing you, I'm working my way back. In my mind, I gave up 2,300. I want to get that back, and then I can start being more aggressive. Okay, so here's another, I don't know what those two added together, what that comes up to, but at least $1,000. Okay, so let's go back to the chart. All right, there we go. So it'll populate there, 835 roughly. Okay, so pretty cool, huh? So I just want to show you that you can do it. Once you learn how to engage, you know, I have people, and this is for my students, people who learn how to trade, you get really comfortable. It's really peaceful, and you'll notice now, so far I've made 2 trades, basically. I did those 2 this morning, which was like one little set, and then I've done another one. Typically on a day, I might do 3 maximum. Occasionally I'll do a 4th trade, but if I'm ever doing more than that, I'm doing way too many trades. You just don't need to, okay? Once you get comfortable, you let it move and do what it's supposed to do, and there you go. So, all right, you see it's up there at 975 at the moment. That's awesome. Of course, this is a live trade happening. Oh, and I did something else. Let me go show you something else. I haven't been trading stocks in a long time. For 3 months, I should say. I told you I've just been doing futures. Just this one top line, that E-mini Dow. So there you go. Do you need a bunch of things to trade? Do you need to scan around and hunt around every day? You don't have to. If you want to, that's cool. If you're a worker bug and you like doing that, go for it. But I've been trading just this one unit for 3 months. That's it. But anyway, today I happened to come down to First Solar. I haven't messed with that in a while, but I clicked it, and I said, it's right in front of me. It says, time to take a short. So I shorted, you see that red dot up there? I took 300 shares of that one, played it down, so I'm making 153 on that trade if I close it right now. So that's nearly a perfect entry also, okay? So anyway, thanks. Hey, listen, it's July. Think of it. It's July, almost the end of July, I guess halfway July. 7 months I've already done. I had a gentleman, and I don't know if he signed up yet or not, but I talked to a guy, he called me, he says, Mike, I'm thinking about getting involved. I've been watching you for a couple of years, seeing your stuff and all that, and I've looked at other people too, but I feel comfortable. So after we got off the phone call, he goes, okay, I'm gonna go pray about it and come up with a decision. But I think I'm gonna do it. And I thought, that's good. I definitely agree. You want to go pray about it because you can get some insight there. But I was surprised that he was still hesitant, still at that last minute. Just couldn't say, Mike, I'm calling you, you're a real guy, and I've been watching it for 2 years. I'm ready to do it. Still had to lock in, I'm going to pray about it and think about it and whatever. If you're going to be a trader, I'm just mentioning this, not getting on to them, I'm saying this. If you're going to be a trader, you intend to be, would like to be financially independent, one of the key factors is, can you make decisions? And I don't mean making a decision where it takes you 2 years to make a decision just to get taught how to do something. That's low, okay? I'm not saying you can't do it, but the people who can come to trading, look at it, compare a few different offers, mine, a few other people, whomever you go with. It doesn't, go with somebody, but do it. That is crucial. If you keep putting it off, indecisive, in the Word it says a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. So don't let that get a hold of you, okay? All right, thanks for watching. Let's go back. This one here is 126. That cost me 30 bucks. Let's see what this booger's doing over here. I'm clicking the E Dow. There we go. 985. So that's the best it's done so far. All right, pretty cool, huh? All right, look, I turned this back on. Let me zoom out some. Okay, there's all my trades. I had the trades. It went down way down low where my crosshairs are. I was up about $1,100. One of the drawbacks to trading on the road like I do from wherever is you don't look at it as often as you could. So it moved up. I seen it up some around here. I let it go a little further. Well, when the market started turning around, I got out at the blue dot. So I locked in about, I don't know, $600-700. Let's go look. We'll go over to the balances. I locked in 690. See that to the left. Now we'll go back. 690. And then I wasn't watching the stock. The market took off up. So good. I knew how to get out. The point you should be recognized, hey, he knew to get out there. So I got out. It zoomed up. And then right about there at that red dot where I went short again. Wasn't quite on my money like I normally like to be, but close enough. And it's rolling back down. So look up at the left. I'm generating 440 right now. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and take that trade, and I'll tell you what. We'll go to limit market. The reason I'm taking it quicker than normal, 71, is because, let's see where I got out. Up at blanks there. There. Got out right there at 171. Okay? And the reason is because, remember, I had that $2,300 loss. So now I'm regrouping it back. So let's go back to balances. Okay, there you go. So I'm up 1127. So I didn't trade quite right today, just because I wasn't paying much attention. But anyway, I'm good. So the 900 yesterday, 11 today. That's like 2,000 roughly. 2,021 of my $2,300. So one more little trade, I'll have that back in 2 afternoons. Okay, so the point is, once you learn how to trade correctly, you're comfortable how to, if you make a mistake, boom, the next trade comes, you just trade like you're supposed to, and you're back in the game, okay? Thanks for watching.